Good Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tessuigi at the desk with the Saturday Seafarers. Thank you, Kamish, for the raid in. Much appreciated. And we've got some great streaming for you today. JC Swishman, thank you for the follow. After me, we're going to be raiding into AZ, or AZ if you're north of the border, Axel, with a backyard project, which will be going at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then the mothership, the PTMS finals later today. And that will have not single drops, not double drops, but triple drops. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Now, if you're wondering what's going on, this is if you haven't been on the stream before, hello, thank you for joining. This is the Japanese professional baseball organization, not League Redacted. This is my fantasy version of that. So you can download this from the Out of the Park forums. Just look for Project Isekai no Yakyu. We have been playing a few seasons of this, and after we won the Nihon Koku series in 2025, we have finished fourth the last two seasons. It has been less than pretty. The good news is, the baseball gods have smiled upon us, and we have lucked into, thanks to the lottery, a first overall selection in this year's draft. From 6th to 1st. Now, the mock draft thinks we're going to be taking Kazuhiko Washio, who, if you take a look at the stats, basically is like Randy Bass in Japan, and just as defensively competent. He'd be an amazing DH. Guy batted .510 in high school. But we already have a DH prospect sitting in the minors ready to come up in Shumei Sugahara. I feel like DH is one of those positions we can always draft easily. No, do not release Machida. We also got Hiroyuki Machida, our third round pick from a few years ago, ready to make the jump to the bigs. But you know who caught my eye instead? The mock number 2 pick, Kazuo Hasegawa. The contact, the home run power, the defense. And he's a leader too. He could play right now. So I think that's who we're going to go with. With the first overall selection in the JPBO draft, the Chiba Pirates will select Kazuo Hasegawa. Yes. He's going to be able to make the team right out of camp if he has a good camp. I mean, yes, the avoid K's a little bit worrisome, but you know what? With the contact and the home run power that high, he's gonna get the bat on the ball. The rings will select Washio. The rings are gonna be a problem in years to come. They picked up Fukuzawa, and of course he's turned it around from his time with us. They got Katsuyuki Hamada, one of the other top catchers in the league. They actually inked him to a very team-friendly deal. Our old friend Tadaomi Koga, who actually continues to, do well. The pitching is still going to be the issue for these guys, so as long as they don't improve the pitchers, we still have a chance and they still will be towards the bottom of the league. Alright, let's get back to the first year draft. The Phoenix will take Nonaka Iwao. Okay, I could see that being valuable. The Bruisers will add one of the top pitching prospects in Toru Fuji. Yes, change-off, but fastball, curveball, sinker, you don't need a change-up with that combo. And he's a lefty, too. The Dolphins will add Matsura Kazutoshi. I'm going to change that nickname because that's rude in some cultures. The Shinjuku Jaguars will take Kashima Sadao. Big bat. I would not play him at either of his listed positions. He's a second baseman or first baseman ideally, especially at 6'5". You could also try him in the outfield. The bat's there, the personality isn't. Alright. The Astrals will take Tamura, one of the other big catchers in this draft class. The Kansai Cubs will add Yoshio Kawahara. You better hope that changeup develops. The Golden Kites, who won the Japan Series this year. Sorry. You ever have a sneeze? Stuck. We'll add Yuzuru Tanaka, another pitcher. The Woodpeckers will add Kunimatsu Nitta. Fragile right out the chute. Panthers will add Bam Bam Okuhara. That's a great name. Six pitch mix, ground baller. And the Bulls, the top team in the Zenkoku League, will add Yoisuke Arakawa. Interesting. You better hope that stamina improves. All right. The guy we wanted got drafted already. AQ Kawai. Great pitcher. Holy snot the bat. It's good that he went to a Nihon League because they don't have a DH over there. All right, now we're actually drafting in 6th. Scout thinks we need to take another catcher in Toguchi? No. Where'd all the pitchers go? I mean, we're swimming in pitchers down in the farm, so we should draft whatever makes the most sense. Let's look at prospect filter, get rid of all my less nice personalities. So Kinoshita, no home run power, no discipline, but very good contact. All 3 corner outfields, probably best in right. Hada, more balanced bat, but probably classified as a DH. Hoshino. Not sure I like any of those. Kido would probably classify as a first baseman, especially at 6'4" with those stats. And he's a sneaky two-way guy. Hello. Let's grab Kido. Convert him to a first baseman and allow him to be a two-way. Yeah, I do think Kido is going to be best served as our first base / DH type. Alright, on to the next draft. Okay, Hada and Yoshino are still kicking around. Good, good. I think we go with Hada. Unless Yamamoto impresses. Tough call. Yamamoto does have the better bat. And he's got multi-position eligibility. I think we're going to go with Yamamoto. Yeah, Hada does have a really good mustache for a 17-year-old. I think I need to update the beard settings for this league. Yikes. 4th round. We should go with at least one additional pitcher. Especially since there's so few left on the board. Let's grab Nakamura. And if Kudo's still available, we'll grab him. He is not. Okay, so we grabbed our pitcher right when we needed him. Let's grab Katayama and see if we can't convert him into a decent player. Alright, so a couple of players will be entering the free agent pool, where we'll compete with the Mirai League for signing them. Let's take a look at arbitration. A lot of declines. A lot of guys who just did not have a good season or haven't had multiple good seasons or getting too expensive. So, gotta make sure that we're building up our youth. Here you can see the postseason from last year. Panthers, Woodpeckers, and Bulls really are right now the class of the Zenkoku League. We haven't been able to get much on them. Alright. Cool! Maka, we won our ARB deal with him. I dislike that Kitajima's infield range got re-rated to 65. I prefer having 70 or higher. Alright, let's head to free agent signings, or filings. We'll keep Hasegawa down on the farm for now, but it's clear that he's going to be up with the big clubs sooner than later. We still have some decent backup options for pitching in Kurihara and Matsuoka. Yeah, let's take a look at the pitching staff we've got down here. So, Takara Fuji. So far, so good. We picked him up from the Bulls in the Takaoshima deal. Kobayashi, first-round selection. Waiting for that slider to develop. He's only 19. Kuboyama will try to make the big club this season. He had nothing left to prove down in the minors. Okada. That changeup is not developing. Okay. Sakai. Decent, durable, got the stamina. And Wada. So, like, our entire pitching staff, our starters are in the top 100 prospects. Nakamura slotting into the bullpen. I can get behind that. We've got Kim Ji-hoon. Yes, he's just a two-pitch guy. But those two pitches are very, very good. Ditto for Kinichi Endo. It's going to be between those two to see who becomes our team's future closer. Kaneko will challenge for a spot in the outfield this upcoming season, especially as our number 2 prospect. Sugahara, ditto, we're going to call him up probably. Okazaki really should be a second baseman. Who do we got there? Kim. Not sure I like that move. I may have to take off some of my 4 starts. So as you can see, the pitching staff is a little depleted right now. Thankfully, we have budget to spare. One of those signings is going to be a foreign player. That's pretty much a given. Let's call up Kurihara and Matsuoka at least. That'll get us to 10 pitchers. I mean, batters-wise, we're not missing that much. got our middle infield with Miyoshi, Kato, and Kondo. Adai at third base, probably our best option, but I wouldn't say no to an upgrade like Machida. We got Kitajima at short, with Kondo backing up. Left field, I need to see Yoshioka do better than what he did. Matsunaga picked up the Golden Glove because I didn't notice this. Look at the zone rating! 14.3! Yes, he can't hit worth a darn, but man, the defense. And of course, BDLC in the last year of his extension. Bruiser's lost the most war in free agency. Boom Boom McBroom. Perdomo went to the free agency market after we traded him. Naoki Uchida, fragile, and he's got cash compensation on him. Connor Menez is back on the market. Kevin Pillar, Elvis Luciano. Okay, so Elvis Luciano, or Luciano, he's bounced around the KBPO, sorry, the JPBO, Golden Kites, Cubs, Phoenix, Rings, back to the Golden Kites where he won a title. Price is right. I wouldn't say no to bringing Luciano on board with us. All right, so we are looking for pitchers. We are looking for starters. We're looking for guys who can suppress ground balls. Menez, though. Okay, I could get behind Connor Menez. Do we go with another KBO guy like Jung Chol-won? Yang eventually tired out and retired. He's inexpensive, if nothing else. Let's just look at personalities. And guys who don't get hurt, that too. So Menez really does seem to be like the top pitcher, but has MLB even hit its free agency yet? No, so there may be better pitchers coming available on the 29th. So we got to play our cards close to our chest. We're not going to rush into the market when there may be some better options out there. Hopefully your Saturday is going swimmingly. Hello, look who's on the market. "34-year-old Kodai Senga. Can we afford to bring him to our club?" No players eligible for Hall of Fame because this is a new franchise, new league. Not enough players out there. All right, now MLB free agency has occurred. Ooh. This looks like an international player. I think we got to open up the wallet for, wait a minute. Senga's ask just went down. Okay, if we get Senga, we don't need... No, we can still get another foreign batter or pitcher. Senga's got the P-BABIP suppression. Alright. Give me a scouting report on that Balbuena guy. A 6-year contract. I'd be willing to go 4. I'd be willing to go 3.6 for everything. We have another foreign player slot available too, so we could always just go out and get another one. Someone like a Jalen Beeks. We may not be able to afford him. Gotta remember that at the top of the market, guys are going to be expensive. Senga is an exception. Hopefully, he's just listening to offers from Japan as opposed to from MLB. Schmitty might be a good choice. Extreme ground baller. I want to get Senga, though, because Senga and Morita... Oh, yes. Oh, that's good. Alright, let's take a look at the... all pitchers in the JPBO. Hey, look who it is! Looks like Fujinami's also on the market. Absolute head case, but he's there. I wouldn't be opposed to bringing back Fujisawa. Excuse me one moment, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Today's broadcast is powered by water. Drink some. Alright, some guys are looking for just minor league deals. Tomioka and Fuji. Yeah, we'll offer some contracts. Throw in a signing bonus. Budgeting in case the minors, guys in the minors aren't ready yet. That's how we can flesh out a bullpen. Now let's take a look at the batter side. Is there anyone? Folks! How much are we willing to go to the mat for Macho? You know what? We gave him an offer. Let's see what he says, because, I mean, you know me. You remember the Stampede. You know how much I adore Masataka Yoshida. Let's take a look at a third base option, see if there's any inexpensive improvements we could make. Any guys that we haven't already had, at least. How does Kamiya compare to Arai? Arai does have the better bat. So we're just gonna stick with Arai. Arai is our guy. What about outfielders? Ishii's available. Our old friend Masayoshi Maeda. I think most of our budget still needs to go to foreign pitchers. Focus on those guys. So we're going to hold off on making any other big deals. Adding Senga would be the move. Hey, Freddie Freeman wants to come to Toronto at age 38. You do you, bud. You do you. I mean, yes, we are competing with the Mirai League as well as the majors and the KBO for foreign pitchers, but the hope is we can still figure it out. As we wait for the save to finish loading. Gotta love off-season streams. Alright. Thomas Ireland goes from the Phoenix to the Astrals. His name's Thomas Ireland, but he's Canadian. Intriguing. Yes, the Senga deal is our big swing. I haven't had a chance to play with a Senga on my team. I've already had Yamamoto and Yoshida. Alright. Tomioka's upset. Alright. That's a little better. And let's just autoplay week by week till we get... The goal is to get through the off-season this stream. If we run out of content, I will do some perfect drafting and whatnot. Connor Menez heads to the Golden Guides again. Oh, brother. Today, Net, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay. Tomioka and Fuji are now part of our minor league system and thus can be called up pretty quick to help flesh out the pitching staff. Policelli can play second. He's more of a third baseman, but still kind of neat. Let's see what the foreign pitching contingent looks like. Okay, Yoshida's getting bid up. Good to see. Well, good for him, not for us. I'm not sure if I'd go with... I mean, I'd be happy to bring Funaki back. It's not a terrible deal, and he was really reliable as a 5th starter. And I just feel like we could do better. Let's take a look at pitcher BABIP suppression. Let's see who's inexpensive. Still no word from Balbuena. He's going to go to the majors. Lake Bachar, no? Daniel Lloyd may be good out of the bullpen, if nothing else. Hey, there's a familiar name, Robert Suarez. Note the gap between 2017 and 2022. I wonder where he was. Kala. Meany. Mason Thompson, who we traded to the Woodpeckers, and he developed into a halfway decent starter. Closer. Take a look at relievers. Getting a slam-the-door closer would be really fun. Foley looks like a Luis Perdomo retread. 1.9 mil for Holderman. Tough calls. You know what? We don't need to rush it. I kind of zipped through the winter meetings. Is there anyone on the trading block that catches our eye? Okay, so the Jaguars are looking to move Teruo. 3-time Golden Glover at first base. I'd play him at third, personally. Who do they want for him?
Do you think I want this?
They aren't willing to talk to us. Cool.
Don't stop.
So the Jaguars are just, like, selling everything that moves right now, right? Here's one from the Phoenix. Alright, so between Adachi and Yamamoto, get ourselves a closer. Both are 95 and a slider guy.
Is this just a dream?
Adachi definitely has had the better season last year, but career-wise, they're practically identical. Let's see who they want. Well, it's Yoshiteru Kobayashi. Ooh, we're not giving up one of our starters. Who do they want want for Adachi?
Please.
Well, this could clear the way to us calling Pasagawa. Get some extra cash off our hands, at least for now. Get them to eat some cash. Can they add in more?
Is this just a dream? Don't stop.
This song always comes across a little too racy. I gotta remember not to play it. UK Wazoo! Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. So as always, I'm thinking, what am I missing here? Ah, they ditched Gutierrez for Policelli. Okay. Done. So we are going to nominate Hasegawa to our 70-man roster right away. Adachi takes over the closer role, which means Yu Sato we don't have to rely on as much, which is probably a good thing. And we still got Mitsunaga and Hashimoto available. If we sign Senga and one foreign starter, then we can just ply through the minors for another reliever. And I think that's good. I think we need another third baseman. Someone who can be a defensive sub there would be great. Sekine would be the big get. Very much a Robin Ventura type signing. Fujimoto could play third. He's young, but he's also kind of a dunce. We let Nishihata walk because he's outspoken. How much do we trust that Kamiya... Or we already looked at Kamiya. You wouldn't cut the mustard. Let's look at someone who can actually be a defensive replacement. Well, we could always bring Kaneko back. Or a Maruyama. Someone inexpensive who can take on defensive duties. Bring back Kyuitsu Nakayama. See if he makes the club. I mean, alternatively, we look to the foreign market. See if there's anyone who is willing to play in our budgetary range. Dustin Harris as a potential DH type. How does he compare to Sugahara, I wonder? Kato. He's got more pop than Kato. Charles Leblanc. I've seen that batting profile a few too many times. No way we're going to be able to afford someone like a Luis Arias, even though it'd be hilarious to see him slug in the majors, or in Japan. Heimer Candelario could be interesting. Okay, I'm jumping the gun. There will be opportunities later on. Let's see who's signing where. Wendelken getting paid by the Bulls. Uh-oh. Did we miss the market? Dixon Machado to the Bruisers. Connor Menez back to the Golden Kites. 1-year deal, too. Ishii to the Golden Kites. Jacob Nix to the Bulls again. Maeda to the Bruisers. Alright, so there's some moving and shaking. Enomoto to the Golden Kites, the guy we cut. Okay. Enjoy your minus 1.7 wins above replacement there, Tokyo. Still waiting for Senga to get our fax machine message. The Dolphins are offering money. You know what? At that point, I'm willing to let Senga walk. Not that much of an increase. I want Senga still. Oh, World Series champion with the Mets. Oh, yeah, he went 18-8. Way to go. I want Senga. Oh, man. I'm not letting him go to the Golden Kites. Let's get into a bidding war. Looks like the Woodpeckers and the Jaguars are also interested. Luis Perdomo to the Phoenix. Good for him. And no word from Senga. He's continuing to be shopped around. Boom Boom McBroom to the Panthers. Kevin Pillar to the Fukuoka Rings. Bauer goes to the Golden Kites instead. Mason Thompson to the Jaguars. Senga is now saying he favors our offer. Where's that guy I requested a scouting report on? Balbuena. Do we just go for him instead? If we can't lock down Senga, we're going for Balbuena. That's the deal. I am not one to look this kind of a Cuban starter in the as a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, so we've got Kyoitsu Nakayama. Good, good. You know what, let's just offer him a deal. Alright, so no trade clause. Yikes. Let's lock him up 3 years. No team up. No options. Let's see if we can fit him inside our budgetary allotment. If he's as good as his stats say he is, why not get both? Masataka Yoshida heads to the Bruisers. They gave him the contract he was looking for. Great, so we're going to have to face against Macho. I mean, yes, I just gave Balbuena like a rather substantial commitment. Not sure if that was the wisest move. I mean, especially since we're going to be paying Kenshin Morita a lot of money. Let's see. Now we're in 2028. We still haven't signed anyone. So far, the Bruisers are the ones with the big win of the offseason. Big signing. Bruisers add Yoshida Dixon Machado. Yes, age 60 or 35 Dixon Machado. And Masayoshi Maeda, so they're going for a big swing. The Kites signing Rodolfo Castro from the KBO. Whoa. Yeah, Tokyo's going to be an issue. That's not ideal. Kuranosuke Hayashi goes to the Mirai League. Luciano to the Tampa Bay minor league club. And we wait. I have spent all of my monies. Balbuena likes the deal. Scout really likes what he's able to do. Fingers crossed. Sugimura to the Bruisers. Still no signatures. Once we get to spring training, hopefully the quantity of pitchers willing to sign with us for cheap will be slightly larger. Oh, let's grab Darian Nunez for our bullpen too. Great. Can't afford even a minor league deal right now. I really have bunged up the budget. Kodai Senga, welcome to Chiba. He's finally here. And we are absolutely going to get this man his jersey number. Matsuoka, sorry buddy, you're losing your digits. Now he and Morita are basically going to be one of the most dominant 1-2 punches in all of Japan. Let's drop the development budget by like a little bit. Free up a little bit of cash so then we can go out and get our second foreign pitcher. Where was he? Darian Nunez. There we go. So, I know in previous stream sessions I've mentioned how it feels like the Chiba Pirates don't really have much of an identity yet. Fujinami to the Panthers. Okay. Funaki over to the Bulls. And with the preseason coming up, we'll see if the Cuban government is willing to let Balbuena come to Japan instead of going to the majors. Because when was this team the best? It was the best when we had Miyakoshi, Morita, and Shima as a big three. We got Balbuena. And Senga's service time got reset. We're going to have to fix that. That's not how this is supposed to work. Senga already has full service time, so 9 times 365. There we go. That's more like it. Let's just double check to make sure none of the other guys who came over from the majors are subject to the same thing. Like Seiya Suzuki definitely has major service. And should not be ARB eligible after his signing. I think it was Masataka Yoshida and... Actually, no, that's not true. Yoshida was posted. I gotta look this up now. And ditto was Seiya Suzuki and Shintaro Fujinami. So I gotta give them the right number of seasons. Senga was an international FA. He was not posted. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Yoshida had 6 years of service. There we go. That's accurate. And then Seiya Suzuki. He was posted. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Doesn't affect him that much. Oh yeah, Akiyama also technically got posted, but 1 year and it's his age 40 season. I don't think he's gonna do that. They're gonna put Kanda at first. Wow, who the hell do they have running third? Ogi. That's backwards. And then Fujinami is the last one we're gonna fix. Can't remember if anyone else qualifies. But for Fuji, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. Okay. So, the pitching. Oh, that looks good. And we still got Tomioka and Fuji down in the minors who we can call up or release. Let's prep Kaneko to play left. Because 65 range, 40 error, that can play center. I'd rather him train up and left. I feel like he can contribute more there. Christmas in January. And we've got Nunez available as our final foreign slot to help lock down the bullpen. I don't know. I think we're in good shape. I don't think we need to spend any more money. Let's get to spring training. I mean, yes, the issue with this club was that we didn't have anyone who could score. But I think with better pitching, it won't be that much of an issue. Not liking all the minuses. Alright. Doesn't look like any other big signings going through, or at least nothing that came through on the waiver wire. Apologies for the background noise. I have the balcony door open. It is a beautiful day here in Toronto. Take a look at the preseason predictions. Last year we were projected to finish third in a tie with the Woodpeckers, and clearly we did not. This year we're projected to finish second. And the Woodpeckers are projected to go dead last. Ooh. With only 671 runs scored. Oh. Any other signings of note? Sekine finally signs with the Astrals. 5 years, 4.24 mil. Wow. Any big signings for the Mirai League? A bunch of those guys have got to be coming up against their salary cap. Tamio Oshima to the Kumamoto Rovers for 6 years. Nakabuta to the Flames for 2. Kazuhari to the Arrows. That deal with Oshima is huge for Japan. Black Swan's technically winning the offseason. Ditto for Golden Kites, but hey, 3.2, I'll take it. Especially since the signings we got haven't played in the league yet. All right, that wraps up that one. I don't think we've played this Outrun playlist yet. Let's do this one. All right, so Nunez gets the call up. Tomioka and Fuji, Nakayama, Sekine and Sugahara, Kuboyama. I'm not going to call up anyone just because they're able to be called up. Everyone else in the minors is still in the midst of figuring it out. All right. Anyone who's also on the 70-man already can hop up. Nunez, Adachi, Sato as our back end. Tomioka coming out the bullpen. Looks like he could be a valuable piece. Okuhara. Okay. And we're going to see Kuboyama out of the bullpen, at least temporarily. Let's get rid of some of the force starts. All right, so it looks like Adai is going to get some DH starts with Nakayama moving to third base. Welcome back, Kiyoitsu. Right, we have a foreign player slot on the batting side because we traded away Policelli. Maybe we save that for off-season? Maybe there's some opportunities out there to add a Cole Colleran. Who do the Dolphins want? Nobody. Great, real helpful. Everyone else has more money than we do. So let's see who we need the most, like, early season, and then probably we can go out and acquire on the free agent market. Alright, Kobayashi starting to put on the velo. Ditto for Nakamura, who we just drafted. Kajiwara getting a little bit of movement and control bump. Okay. Machida's stats went down, less than ideal. Kito's went up. I think we're going to force start Kito at first base. Yamamoto starting to figure out third. Otsuka is probably not going to be our third baseman going forward. I do like to do the fourth starting down in the minors just to make sure guys have enough opportunities to play and that the people who are my top prospects get their starts. Okay. Kondo's potential ratings went down, whatever. Haseka's went down, great. I know it's too early to read into anything, but I'm liking how the team's looking in spring training. If we can get through without any injuries. As I'm saying the words. Bruisers haven't won yet in spring training. Haha. Tokuzo Nakashima trying to make a bid for a DH spot. All right, this is our off day. It's time to make some cuts. The starting pitching is absolutely perfect. Bullpen seems to have settled in nicely. Let's just send down the guys who we know aren't quite ready yet. So Okuhara, Kurihara, and Matsuoka. This might be our pitching staff. Tomioka has done well since getting the call up. And then, please tell me Hasegawa's been killing it. Uh-oh. Not a good start. Look at the batting ratings. So Shumei actually seems to have passed Okazaki. Let's send down Okazaki. Not quite ready for prime time yet. Neither is Morita. Neither is Tasca. Miyoshi has taken over the captaincy again. Good to see. And so the players on the bubble are our backup catchers between Nishimoto and Sekine. Sekine's been killing it in spring training so far. Let's send down Nish. Okay, barring injuries, this is our 29-man roster. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the farm team and see Yep, I think we got the right starters. Right bullpen arms. Hoping one of Kim or Endo figures it out. And then for the bullpen, or for the batters. Tomita is our primary starter, yes, at catcher. Machida's already fully trained up, so I'm going to say he's going to be our DH. Oh, they're putting Takahiro Morita in at DH. That I disagree with. You know what? Let's call up Machida and give him a chance in spring training. He may win out over Nakayama. Let's see. I still want Kim at second. Let's release Kim Hyun-woo. I don't think he's got a shot with the team. Tasca as our primary shortstop. And then let's get Honda trained up and right. Get a scouting request on Kim Jae-shin. And then for center field, Honda or Iwamoto? Neither of them are going to be that good. But Iwa's at least got the stuff for necessary to win, so let's force start him. We may just end up trading Kim. We'll see. Can't have too many catchers. It's one thing I've learned. Alright, Machida. Show me what you got. Let's see if you can beat out Nakayama for the third base job. Let's force start him. Go to our next break day and let's see what happens. Whoa, someone signed a 6-year deal? Who the heck is that? Go to the news. Terushi Nakayama, or Nakamura. Yes, he's a jerk, but he's now getting paid $5.3 million for the next 6 seasons to be the Panthers' ace. So Machida's hanging in. Hard to say if he really belongs to start over Nakayama, but let's... Alright, welcome to the team. Nunez, Tomioka, and Fuji, you guys have made the 40-man roster. Or 70-man, rather. Between Kondo, Sugahara, and Nakashima. I mean, Sugahara has done well. He has not done as well as Nakashima. Nakayama's been killing it, so let's Turn off the force start. Machida still needs a little bit of time to cook, so we're going to force start him as our DH. Make sure he gets the DH at bats down in the minors. Adai! 575 OPS out of the DH spot? Okay, down you go. Figure it out in the minors. Machida will return to the top club. I want to see how Shumei Sugahara does out of the DH spot instead. Mitsuo Naka's been doing pretty well. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Fuji is injured. Great. Sugahara stepped up in a big way. I mean, 4.1 wins above replacement in the minors. I think we gotta promote him. And the hope is Arai can figure it out down in the minors. He'll be next off the bench. Alright. Our opening day is at Sapporo. Oh man, we're starting 2 series on the road. Alright, since I want opening day, next stream session, I do want to start with the home opener. Because I will have a new lineup intro for that game. Hey now. Let's at least take care of opening day in 2028. Your sad noises. So yeah, the Bulls are going to be a problem. But I feel like we might be able to get past the Panthers with the additional effort we've put in on our pitching staff. And Sugahara as our new DH, I think, is going to be the big help. Maybe there's a trade market for Kim Jae-shin. Put him on the block. And Fuji torn labrum. Knew I shouldn't have added him. Washio, of course, now is the top prospect in all of Japan. Hasegawa will get the start behind the plate. So from the draft straight into the Major League roster. Yes, Breeze, this is the Japanese Professional Baseball Organization, or JPBO, a fictional Japanese league that I have put together along with the help of Apple Ringo. You can download it on the Out of the Park forums at the link I'm about to put in the chat. I am managing the Chiba Pirates, and that is a typo in the link. This is the correct link. All right. So we do have room on the pitching staff for one more pitcher. I think it's going to be Okuhara coming back up to be our designated lefty. So we're on the road for our first 2 games of the season. Oh, whoops, I still have Machida on the roster. I guess he's going to be sticking around. Oh my goodness, how many of these guys do I have? There. Satisfied game? Wow, on paper this does not look like a fair fight. Wayne King, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Sapporo Dome, as the Sapporo Bruisers host the Chiba Pirates. Wayne King, if you're a beginner to baseball, this game may be a little challenging to you, because this involves like understanding strategies and which players are good and what to look for. There are other games out there that might be a little more your speed. I'm just trying to think what they might be. I'd go for something like maybe an RBI baseball or an MLB 9 innings. If you want to get started here, there's a tutorial in-game, as well as AZ Axel having some fantastic tutorials on YouTube. Sergeant Mushroom's an excellent resource. PF Holden. Look at those guys to see how best to play the game if you're just starting out. Three-one count to Kondo. That's through the right side for the first hit of the season for the Chiba Pirates. Brian De La Cruz. Fly ball shallow right. That's going to hang up long enough for Tsuruta. The newest member of the Pirates organization, fresh from Cuba, Juan Balbuena. He's able to get a ground out right to Kitajima. Because this is a Friday, it's a Friday flashback start. So you'll notice the Bruisers are wearing different uniforms. The Pirates are wearing their Tokyo Meteors uniforms. Beautiful play there by Nakayama. Can we zoom in a little more to show the Meteors uniforms? There we go. Macho Man. He's playing first, the Macho Man. Back in Japan. And he will fly out to Yoshioka. Sugahara, the rookie. Ground ball up the middle. Welcome to the Bigs, Shumei Sugahara. Nakayama back with the Pirates. Little doink a ground ball through the middle. First and second with nobody out for the newest acquisition, draftee Kazuo Hasegawa. Yeah, he's going to strike out a lot. Kitajima, the shortstop. Fly ball to left. Hangs up long enough for Nagano to make the grab. Matsunaga, 1-2 on the way. Shallow fly ball. Nakada makes the grab. Pirates can't convert the threat. Valbuena is going to give up an extra base hit. Nakada able to get one over Matsunaga's head. Yikes. And here's Yoshimura. Fly ball center field. Matsunaga throwing. Good throw, but late. Bruisers take a 1-0 lead. Dixon Machado, freshly brought over from the KBO. Beats the shift. That's into the right field corner. That could be a triple for Dixon. It'll be held to a double. Infield and outfield are in.
Strike three.
Takeuchi, swing and a miss, strike three. Infield remains in against Tsuruta. He's aboard with a walk. They'll try to deal with Fabian Urbina with a double play situation. Slow roller on to the mound. Infield single by Urbina. Balbuena just couldn't get to it in time. You're killing me here, Juan. Okay, 4-0. Yeah, you feel fine. Your results are telling me something else here, dude. 1-2 on the way to Kojima.
Strike three.
Called strike three. Valbuena reaching back for a little something extra there. Yoshida. Fly ball right. De La Cruz ends the inning mercifully. Ay, ay, ay. Back to the top of the order. Here's Miyoshi, the second baseman and team captain. Little looper to left. Leadoff base hit for the Pirates. Urbina does have a decent-ish arm. That's a wild pitch on the 1-2. A lot of backstop room here. So Miyoshi advances to second. Two-two on the way. Fly ball to center. Nakada has the grab. Kondo now, full count.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. De La Cruz, 2-2.
Strike three.
Ooh, Saito is pitching a beaut. 2-2 on the way to Nakada. Easy play by Kitajima. Oh, 2 on the way to Yoshimura. De La Cruz has it lined up 2 down. I think we need to lean on the pitch around a little more for Valbuena. Let his stuff do the talking, you know? Dixon Machado. Rocket it to left. Yoshioka will play it on a hop. 2-out single for Dixon. Takeuchi, 1-2. Another strikeout. Sugahara will ground out to the first baseman, Yoshida. Nakayama now. Excuse me one moment. Hello? Sorry about that, folks. Phone calls.
Strike 3.
Less than ideal. Let's just until Rispit and see if we can't get something going.
Strike 3.
And Yoshida's got an 80 avoid K, so that must have been some serious heat. Balbuena blew past him. On the ground, could be 2, will be 2. Yoshioka Kondo de la Cruz here. Infield single for Kensaku Yoshioka. All right. Kondo now. And that will be around the horn. Yeesh. Reno for De La Cruz. Sugahara. I mean, this was always going to be the problem for our team. If there was going to be an issue, the offense is wobbly. All right, Balbuena gets 100 through 7 innings with 100 pitches. Let's just go to Mitsunaga for the 8th. Top of the 9th. Saito going for the complete game shutout.
Strike 3.
Kojima in to continue the shutout. Sugahara is having himself a fantastic debut, 2 for 4. Nakayama now. Pop fly center field and caught. Hasegawa will work the count to 3-1. Ground it back to the pitcher. That'll put an end to it. Pirates can't come up with a win. The Bruisers shut them out in opening night. Less than ideal. All right. Okay, so Shigekatsu Watanabe may end up being a plug on this club. We'll send Kuboyama down. Game 2 of the season, Morita on the bump. 4-6 the final. Bruisers with a late comeback against Adachi. Kodai Senga struggles a bit, but we pull away with the win thanks to a late bullpen collapse. Hasegawa with 4 RBIs. 5 RBIs. came a triple away from the cycle. And Sugahara's continuing to bash the baseball. Still too early to make any definitive calls. All right, a win on the road against the Bulls. Nunez with a scary save, but he gets out of it. And Shigekatsu Watanabe with a pinch hit double. I mean, yeah, the standings are a little upside down right now, but we'll make it work. Hasegawa with 2 home runs for the rookie. Kuboyama will be demoted. All right, finishing. We actually got a couple of wins against the Bulls at their place. Miyoshi with a 5-hit game. That's my captain. I don't make any changes to rosters until, like, June anyway. But so far, Kitajima and Yoshioka are annoying me. Do we have anyone else who can step up and step in for those two? Kato's not exactly doing himself any favors either. I'm glad to see Sugahara is off to a good start to his JPBO career. Equally happy to see Hasegawa doing well, although I think it'll be Sekine who will be the starter for our next game. We got Kodai Senga. His ratings are already declining. At least we only have him for like 3 more seasons after this. Gotta pay to play. So, where are the guys from our club that we actually won the title with? So Kunihisa is with the Bulls, has been for the last season. Brian De La Cruz still with us. Katsumi Yoshihara with the Okinawa Spirit in the Mirai League for the last 2 seasons. Hanshiro Kajiwada with the Shizuoka Arrows of the Mirai League for the last 2 seasons. He won a championship with them in 2026 too. Junro Kanda now with the Kites. Jonathan Villar retired. Shigekatsu Sato, now with the Nagano Flames after being ARB declined from us. Okamura, of course, with the Woodpeckers still. Maeda now with the Bruisers. Sakai with the Flames. Miyakawa with the Aomori Polaris, who won the Mirai League last season. Nakayama back with us. Hirose with the Golden Kites. Nishihara with the Polaris. Donaldson in the minors. Taka retired. Nakata with the Kites. Yoshikawa with the Wizards. There's Miyoshi. And Basher is a free agent after 2 blessed seasons with the Spirit. Miyakoshi still a free agent, intriguingly enough. Let's offer him a minor league deal and see if he can break in with the club. Perdomo Nomura with the Ibaraki Wizards. And Koki Nomura was a stud in 2025 for us. Looks like he's still a stud. Kobayashi, Kataoka now over with the Bulls. Still got Sato and Yoshikawa. Arihara's with the Bulls. Verlander, of course, retired. We won a championship with Justin Verlander. Shima, the other one, with the Ehime Comets. Nakao with the Jaguars. Inomoto, of course, signed with the Golden Kites in the offseason. Bit of reunion with Inoue and Kawada, both with the Rovers. Hey, look who the rings are starting. An old friend of ours, Fumitaka Urata. Oh, we are going to clobber him. It also looks like their catcher is tired too, so Sekine gets the start. That will be next Saturday, September 30th, here on the channel. By the way, to my subscribers, all 11 of you, did you notice that there is a new emote you can use? You now can access, or at least you will be able to soon, the Whoa emote. Second from the top there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you do. You get access to these emotes, your name on the special thanks slide, and for every sub and resub, a custom Out of the Park uniform set from yours truly. Use it for your perfect team, use it for your expansion team and franchise mode, whatever you see fit to do. We're hopping into my mainline club, the Shizuoka Arrows in Perfect Team, to do a tiny little pack rip. And then we're going to hop over to some of my other clubs to see who could use some tournament cards. And then we're going to do a perfect draft or two. Make sure you tune in 2 weeks' time on October 7th, because that will be our Mob Your Bob giveaway. Actually, I may run that on the thinking here. I may run that on the Friday and do another TWIP bootleg showdown. We'll see. All right, the Arrows are a good club. We're not the Yongin Dogs, though. Perfect Lou. Okay, that explains it. Looks like this guy had bounced down and then zoomed up. Meanwhile, how's Chico Carrasco doing? Exactly a 0. Is he doing any better than Larkin, though? Also no. Let's rip some packs and then we'll adjust our roster. Juan Padron has been outstanding as a closer, though. That was a smooth move to pull the swap. This is a packs-only club, which is why we don't have too many missions finished. Getting sick and tired of seeing Melito Perez. Garrett's a duplicate. Smiling Stiff, Scarlet Buckeye. Whoa! Okay. Streamer pack luck, perhaps. Been a while since I pulled a perfect. Last one was Heavy Johnson. What we got here? Bob Ferguson, you have been replaced. The immortal Lou Whitaker. Hot diggity dog. Look at this guy. That's one heck of a pack pull. So, I mean, Bobby F has been decent defensively. Offensively, he is a stick. So, we're going to move Carrasco down. Call up Whitaker. How's his stealing? All right, we're going to turn off base stealing for him. Nope. Lou Whitaker. And here I was wondering if who would be best to put at second base when I got tired of Bob Ferguson. That is a get. We're going to wait for the sim to come in, and then we'll adjust our team, because it looks like there's some guys who we could definitely shuffle around. We do have one other Immortals card, that's Mike Piazza. Getting the extra little help on offense is going to be a big boost to our club's chances. Let's see here. Anything out in the market we could sell? 129 for Vic Davalillo. Do we have enough to get another pack? Yes, barely. Not the best pulls, but bringing in a perfect Lou Whitaker. Man, what a get. And yes, we do have Barry Larkin, the PT Plus card. This was before I packed Chico Carrasco. The BAPIP and Avoid K's is making me choose Larkin. He eats lefties for lunch. Defensively, Carrasco is the slightly better player. But this season, I mean, neither of them have been good WRC-wise. Take a look at the fielding stats. I mean, Bob Ferguson putting up a 16.2 is pretty darn impressive. Ah, that's why. Larkin's got a 10.1. Okay, we're going to keep rolling with Larkin, with Davis spelling him every once in a while. Defense is the key to this club. I should try Heilman at first base instead of Giambi. Yes, like the 6 infield range and the 7 infield error are truly going to make that big of a difference, I know. Hey, we put Larkin back in and he gets a long bomb. Looks like we ambushed Santana a little bit. Okay, so pitching stats. Padron, Thornton, Fad as the top part of the bullpen. Yep. Let's move Face in to be used more often. Tesro too. Okay, so let's move Tesro up. Drop Folk down to mid-relief, avoid high leverage. Mop up. Give Consuegra emergency starter. How's Bobby Miller done since moving to the rotation? He's been better than anyone else I've got. Cool. So I guess Bobby Miller will be sticking around. I mean, yes, he's on a bit of a slide right now, but we'll manage. All right, batting stats. Versus lefties. I think we got to put Davis in at DH. Heilman's still going to be our next best DH for when Davis gets pulled in to play third or short. So yeah, let's get Georgie D as our leadoff man. I mean, compare him to Gunnar, who seems to be the only, like, meta card I have on my club, Lou Whitaker notwithstanding. I still prefer having Gunnar with the 91 arm over George Davis with the 88 range. So let's go Davis. Piazza. Gunnar. Giambi Stearns, Heavy J, Lou, Barry, and Jesse. Let's get Bregman in instead of Dihigo. Dihigo is our top pinch hitter. Okay, that I can dig. How's Heilman's speed? Not the greatest, so let's just go with Dihigo and Ferguson as our pinch runners. Okay, like how this looks. Now let's flip over to the V left. Heilman has to play. The question is, who sits then? Or do we put Heavy in over Barfield? Or Stearns in center over Barfield? Take the hit on defense. First things first, let's just copy depth chart and lineup. Paste and see what it looks like. Let's alternate Johnson and Dihigo in left. Gunner's been playing well. I'm just not sure if it's worth the defensive knock to put Turkey in center field. It's not that good there. Not better than Barfield. So let's flip Heilman and George Davis. Wait, Heilman can go in... Giambi's also pretty good. Let's see how that looks. So leadoff man will be Heavy. And Heilman, Gunner, Jason, Turkey, Mike, Lou, Jesse, and Barry. So then Davis, Bregman, Higo, and Posey. Okay, so that is pulling that together. I'm glad I ripped when I did. Holy smokes. So, I know I said I was going to try and raid into AZ Axel, but I think it'd be better if I started getting on my way. Looks like PBE Sim is rolling. They're finishing out their season 42. If you are on the Out of the Park Discord, you noticed there was an announcement that PBE Sim is looking for more players. A bunch of other affiliates are part of that group. So we're going to go raid into them. Again, 5 o'clock Eastern. Triple drops on the official Out of the Park channel. You'll see me next on Wednesday. The Colorado Rockies will play Game 163 to decide who wins the West against the San Francisco Giants in 2001. And then we play them again in the NLDS. Clash of the Titans stuff. Rocktober 6 coming up. You'll see me next with the Seafarers with a home opener with a new lineup intro next Saturday. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out!